Good afternoon, everyone. I hope that everyone is having a great Tuesday afternoon. Welcome to the Renewal Center's Tea Time Tuesday. And today I'm just so excited to just welcome everyone in. Welcome all of our tea timers. And for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Carmela E. Head. I'm the director of the Renewal and Community Programs here at the Renewal Center. And we are streaming live on location here in Concord, North Carolina at the Renewal Center. And I'm so excited that I'm in the art and voice room today. So I'm streaming live here on location. Our executive director is here on location. And we're so excited. We want to welcome everyone to Tea Time Tuesday. So like I always do, I want to remind you to invite a friend. Go get your friend and ask everyone that you know to come and join with us at Tea Time Tuesday. We're streaming live here on Facebook, as well as the It's Patrick Brown YouTube channel over there. So direct people over there if they're used to going to YouTube. So we're so excited about today and what's going to be going on today. And we want to bring awareness to everyone once again that we are commemorating Art Appreciation Month. This is the last day of Art Appreciation Month, but because art is one of the tenets of the Renewal Center, we will continue to celebrate artists as we move forward. And this coming Friday, we're going to have a spotlight, an artist spotlight at 2 p.m. So be checking our Facebook page to find out more information about our upcoming culinary artists who will be featured this Friday. And we're so excited. We want to welcome everybody in this morning. Keisha, good morning. It's good to see you. Good morning, Nicole. Well, good afternoon. I'm always saying good morning. Well, good afternoon to everyone that is joining us this morning. Good morning, Hope. We're so excited that you are here with us. And so I just want to also let you know that we need you to get your journals. Get your journals. And don't forget to share this. Go ahead and put this on your social media pages because we are in for a wonderful session. We are closing out our session of The Gift of Being You, which is part 5. And we have something great in store for everyone today. So without further delay, let's get moving with our tea of the week. Our tea of the week is turmeric tea. Turmeric tea. I know you guys, some of you may have heard of turmeric tea. And there it is on the screen. Turmeric, I'm a little tongue-tied there. Turmeric tea originated from Okinawa, the southern part of Japan. And turmeric tea is comprised of ground turmeric, lemon powder, and honey. Also referred to as golden milk or turmeric latte. Golden milk is a version. That version of turmeric tea is made from ground turmeric, turmeric powder, black pepper, and the cream of your choice. The star ingredient of turmeric tea, golden milk, or turmeric latte is turmeric, of course. And you know, the combination that is in the turmeric latte or the golden milk is very common to add the spice of, let's say, cinnamon, ginger, and those type of things. So when we add that, we make all of the different variations of turmeric tea. Now, turmeric is a very common spice. A lot of us have that spice already in our kitchen, and it looks like kind of like ginger, and it's orange and a bright yellow in color. It's what gives that bright, beautiful look to turmeric tea. And sometimes, like I said, we add other spices like vanilla to give it a nice added flavor. And so turmeric tea is considered to be very refreshing. I enjoy turmeric tea. How many of you guys out there like turmeric tea? Give me some thumbs up if you like turmeric tea. I know we have turmeric tea in different variations, and we sometimes add other things to just the basic turmeric tea, and it's very refreshing. It has a very aromatic and a warming aroma. It's flavored slightly sweet, it's earthy, and the taste can be enjoyed year round. So that's what I like about turmeric tea. So we're excited about featuring that tea today in our cafe here at the Renewal Center. And so I want to share the book of the week. You know, for the last 3 months, we've been focusing on prayer, books on prayer. And I'm so excited to close out this month, this time of showing different books on prayer with a book from Kay Author. And it says, Lord, teach me to pray. in 28 days. And so we are featuring this book here in the Thought Room here at the Renewal Center in our in-house library. And for those of you who are looking to do group studies on prayer, this is a great book. I really enjoyed this book. Looking through this book, at the very end, it provides great discussions for 4 weeks of discussions that you can have on prayer. Let me give you a little synopsis of this book. It says, do you ever feel your prayers aren't getting past the ceiling? Do you long to be more powerful in prayer? Do you desire to pray effectively for your family, for your friends? Uh, this book is a 28-day study that Kay Arthur provides intense practical insights to help you know how to pray, what to pray, and what to expect when you pray. Thankfully, Jesus gave his disciples the perfect pattern for meaningful prayer. It is refreshingly simple and exceedingly powerful, and it can begin to transform the way you pray and live today. So once again, that is Lord, Teach Me to Pray in 28 Days by Kay Arthur. What a powerful book. And so let's move into our session today, the gift of being you. We are in for a dynamic and a very transforming session today. And so we're very excited that you've joined us. And so I'm going to bring on our executive director, Patrick J. Brown, for the rest of our Tea Time Tuesday.
Thank you so much, Carmela. I appreciate it opening up today. Absolutely. This is our last installment for this particular tea time for the month of August. We've been focusing on the gift of being you. And so today we're going to hone in specifically on that. So, but before we get going, folks, go ahead and share with us what teas you're drinking today. What's your tea of choice today? Hopefully you're tagging other people, share this with others today so that we can connect together. Again, this is about us resting, about resetting, and about fostering resilience. That's what this is all about. So I want to encourage you to be a part of our conversation for Tea Time Tuesday. So please share with us definitely what it is that you're drinking today, your tea, your coffee, or your infused water, whatever it is that you have to really focus on resting and resetting yourself. So we look forward to our conversation. Carmela, thank you so much for opening us up today.
Absolutely.
Thanks again. All right, everyone. This is our last installment for the gift of being you. And so I wanted to review a few of our slides from the past 4 weeks. And so I'm going to give you a little time to go ahead and get your journal out or your notebook, whatever it is you're going to use today, because today we're going to spend some time journaling. We've been talking about the gift of being you. We've had some good dialogue, a lot of reflections, a lot of reflective thinking. And so today we're going to focus on journaling. Now, after we're completed with this series today, on the Renewal Center page, we're going to post our slides and you'll follow up between this week and next Tuesday in your journal updates. And so we'll come back and we'll have a debrief conversation, a debrief time concerning our time of journaling today. So that's what we're going to focus on specifically. All right. But if you can, while you're out there, go ahead and share with us what it is that you have from tea today. All right. We have green tea with white peach. I see that's out there. All right. Thank you. Thank you. A mocha protein shake. All right. Absolutely. Sweet and spicy green tea. Good to see everyone out there. Apple mint tea. All this great tea coming in. Please share with us what it is that you have today. All right. So we know that this tea time is about resting. It is about resetting. It is about fostering resilience. And so we're so excited about having many of you that are on today. Hello, Keisha, Lisa, Carmela here, Nicole, I'm here. Bishop Timothy Branch, welcome. Thanks for coming on. Many of you that are out there, please go ahead and share this. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, because we're going to focus our last session on the gift of being you. This is part number 5. So get your journal. Let me know that you're ready. Go ahead and grab your notebook because we're going to dive into this content. It's going to be a powerful time of building resilience. So last week, the last several weeks, we started out with the gift of being you, part 1. And we went through the you of living, the you of loving, the you of legacy, and the you of learning. That was part 1. Part 2, we emphasized the following: how we should focus specifically on our originality. and the opportunities that we have because of our focusing on our originality. We begin to talk about our journeys and different experiences we've overcome that adds to the gift of being you. Regardless of how difficult the struggle has been, the suffering may have been, the challenges that you may have experienced, you have a gift of overcoming because you're here right now. And then we talked about owning where we are, owning our greatness, owning our challenges, whatever it is. When we have ownership and take ownership and we are aware of that, that's a key to continual expansion. Then we began to talk through the gift of being you, part 3, where we talked about the tyranny, the different aspects of tyranny, different perspectives that many times, because of misinformation or disinformation, it could be fear, how we need to be bold. This new world's going to require boldness for us to be able to be who we are. Many times there is that tyranny of health and beauty and body image and the politics of aesthetics that might try to rule who we are. And then the tyranny of growth, being pressured to have to be productive in a particular area. Being progressive is an idea, it's not a law. And then lastly, the tyranny of breaking news. Wow. Many times we're so inundated with the tyranny of breaking news that instead attention should be drawn to what is overlooked. Many times we overlook who we are and what it is that we're designed to be and become because of the tyranny of breaking news. Last week, we got into the whole emphasis of our sight and how we are multidimensional, multifaceted beings. Last week was incredible. And so we talked about what you bring is what you get, what type of energy, what type of mindset, what type of motive that you bring is what you're going to get. We began to reflect on what am I programming? How am I programming? How do we break that habit? Well, we break it through intent and we break it through awareness. And so we begin to emphasize not either or thinking, but both and thinking. And so it's not that we are one way or another, it's a matter of what we unfold. So we ask ourselves the question, what are we unfolding? And then today we're going to do an exercise, a renewal exercise. So I just want to pause here for a moment and just do a little check-in because I'm going to post some questions on the screen today. And also we're going to post those on our social media page so that you can engage in our content and use this as your exercise of growth and development and expansion. Many times when you're in different sessions, if we don't apply what we have, we're not going to grow in what we have, what we've received. So we want to make sure that we're applying the content. So today's last session on the gift of being you is an exercise, a journaling exercise that we're going to focus on. And so there are 3 areas we want to look at as it relates to our habitual ways of responding, speaking, and listening. Again, our habitual ways of responding, speaking, and listening. Let's take a pause here for one moment, if you will. And I want you to think about your habitual ways of responding. How do you respond to requests? How do you respond to opinions? How do you respond to judgments, to promises, etc., that you receive from others? What is your habit of how you respond? That's the first area we want to hone in on. Secondly, we're going to dive into speaking. Now, when we talk about response also encompasses our reactions. It encompasses our thoughts and how we respond even in our thinking. Others may not see our responses at times, and sometimes they do. But then there's also that response that we give inside of ourselves that no one else sees that we need to really look at. And so the gift of being you is also about how we show up personally, how we show up interpersonally, how we show up professionally in terms of our habitual ways of responding, whether it be a request or an opinion or a judgment or a promise. And so I've had to take a look at that and say, wow, how do I actually respond to a request or an opinion or a perspective? Do I internalize? Do I react negatively? Do I interact? Do I withdraw? Do I create arguments or invite others to them, or do I attend arguments that I don't need to attend to? We really need to dive into this, because if we're going to be evolving and renewing, then we must look at our habitual ways of responding. So we're going to focus on that also today. Another piece we're going to focus on is our habitual ways of speaking. And then we're going to locate ourselves here in a moment before we start writing. Your habitual ways of speaking. Now, what are your mannerisms? Your tone of voice, attitudes, compassion, expectations, demands, kindness, love, or lack of it. Let's take a look at our habitual ways of speaking, and then thirdly, habitual ways of listening. Oof. Preconceived knowing. What is my preconceived knowing? My patience, my space for people, my evaluations, my opinions, my attentiveness. So these are the areas specifically today we're going to focus on. But before we do that, let's take about 30 seconds to a minute. Let's locate ourselves. Hopefully you're in a place where you can begin to just disconnect for a moment. Again, tea time is about rest, about resetting, and about building and fostering and increasing our resilience. So let's take about a few seconds here. Get yourself in a posture, and then let's locate ourselves so that we can engage in our renewal exercise. All right. So today is going to be a time of journaling. It's going to be a time of writing. So while you're preparing yourself, go ahead and grab your journal, grab everything that you need in order for us to prepare to work out this exercise today. All right. So let's locate ourselves for 30 seconds. All right. Hope that you've located yourself today. All right. Y'all ready? Let me know that you're out there. So go ahead and share this. Give me some likes. Give us some comments. We want to engage today. All right. So I'm going to bring up the gift of you exercise. And what we're going to do is we're going to think through these three areas as questions and begin to identify your habitual ways. Identify your habitual ways of responding, listening, and speaking. Okay. While we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and put some music on that Carmela Head has prepared for us, her playing. So let me know if you can hear it. Thumbs up. If you can't, then I'll readjust. Now really think through as you're preparing yourself, as you're writing. This is a time of reflection. This is a time for expansion. So we're taking this time to think through what are your habitual ways of responding, your habitual ways of speaking, and your habitual ways of listening. For those that might be coming on now at this time, just want to encourage you to join in our renewal exercise. Part of Tea Time Tuesday is also rest, reset, and increasing our resilience. And today we're encompassing all the tea times from the month of August on the gift of being you. This is part 5. And so we're conducting a renewal exercise on our habitual ways of responding, of speaking, of listening, because we want to sharpen who we are. We want to continue to build and expand who we are. And so that's what this is about in this moment. So for those of you that are coming on, please go ahead and share this with your friends. Go ahead and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share this with others, even those that may need to watch this or would like to engage in this in our replays as well. I hope everyone has had an opportunity to experience this journal exercise. So we're going to take a moment here and we're going to pause, and then we're going to reflect on what you've learned, what you've potentially gleaned from this experience today. So again, we're about locating ourselves. We're about renewing minds, restoring lives. And so part of this is a renewing mind exercise, looking at your habitual ways, because again, one of the ways that we experience transformation and renewal is through awareness and intent. So let's just pause for a moment and we'll get back to the journal exercise here shortly with a few other additional questions. As you're pausing and resetting and resting today in this tea time, I'd like you to go ahead in the chat, please place some of your comments. What have you written the last 8 to 10 minutes or so that we've been together today in this exercise? What have you written regarding your habitual ways of responding? Again, it's about awareness. It's about intent. It's about not being one way or another. It's about both and. What am I unfolding? How am I unfolding who I am or what's inside of me or what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling? Because this is about looking at measurable progress, reasonable time, looking at our growth and our expansion, because we're constantly becoming and evolving. So please, if you will, in the chat, in the comment section, place your comments. Let's get the comments going. Please share. What are some of the ideas that you have written? What are some of your responses? What are your reactions? What are your thoughts, your reflections, your ideas? And what we'll do is I'll go ahead and put the music back on again. And then we want to read these comments, because what this is going to do is going to build resilience among our tea time community. All right. That's why we say I am renewal, because as we experience that individually, then collectively, we're also going to experience that. So go ahead, if you will, place your comments in the chat section, and then we'll continue with an additional exercise. Thanks. So, renewers, how's your journal reflections coming along? We don't see any comments just yet. Perhaps you're meditating or you're reflecting or still engaging in your writing. I'm going to bring up the next screen, the next section of our tea time today, and I call them renewal questions. Renewal questions. We ask questions so that we can begin to reflect and we can go deeper into a different aspect or area of who we are. Many people right now are inundated with the tyranny of breaking news. The world is going through a lot of darkness. It's going through different difficult challenges. People are dying. People are ill. There's much struggle that's taking place. And so I want to encourage us to take our time today to build resilience with each other in pausing, taking our time to rest and to reset in the busyness of our day, absolutely. In the hustle and bustle of our week, absolutely. We have it on Tuesday because many times people are hit on Monday with all these emails and all of these challenges and demands. We take this time on Tuesday to pause and say, let me build and foster resilience. And so we're ending the month of August with this reflective exercise so that we can renew ourselves in our habitual ways of responding, speaking, and listening. And so now I'm going to bring up on the screen some renewal questions for us today to answer during the rest of our tea time for today. So I'm going to go ahead, bring that up, and use this as a foundation for your journaling between now and next Tuesday. All right? So I'm going to pause here, bring this up, and let's do this together. Ready? Let's go. I'll read these questions to you. And as you're writing out comments, thank you, Lisa, for sharing. Thank you, Hope, for sharing. Mildred, thank you for sharing. The renewal questions are also on the screen at this point. And so some of you are already sharing with the group your perspectives on the last screen, habitual ways of responding. Thank you so much, Nicole, for sharing. Your habitual ways of speaking, your habitual ways of listening. Part of this is growth because this is awareness and intent. That's what we're doing today. Awareness and intent. We're changing our programming. We're shifting paradigms and perspectives and ways of operating. So this is good that you're putting this in your journal and you're taking the time to reflect. Anybody else? Please feel free to share in the comments. Again, when we share, what we're doing is it's like cross-pollination. One seed is being planted in somebody else's garden, and we're building resilience in the community. So here are the renewal questions. I'll leave these up as well. I'm going to read these off here shortly, and then we'll come back and we'll close out our tea time. Wow, I want to thank Carmela for her beautiful playing today. Thank you for recording that for us and providing us with that backdrop for our time of engagement. I want to thank everyone, first of all, for your transparency and your authenticity of sharing your journal entries with the rest of the group. Um, your being transparent is leading you to truth, and so we appreciate your sharing. I want to hone in on a few areas before we finish our tea time for today. Our last focus will be the renewal questions. And I'm going to read through these and we will post these in our Facebook page, the Renewal Center. So if you want to follow us on social media, just type in at I am Renewal, and then you'll locate the Renewal Center page. And I want you to go through these over the next week. Describe your August 2021 in a 6-word sentence. What is the difference between living and existing? Think about these questions in a deep way. What personal prisons have you built out of your fears? Beyond the titles that others have given you, who are you? Beyond your titles, beyond your roles, beyond positions. What would happen if you asserted yourself and started to presume you are enough and worthy? Or perhaps you need to ask yourself who or what has been distracting you. When you rest and take a time to pause, when you close your eyes, what do you see? What are you sure of in your life? And then lastly, as we close out the gift of being you in August, what do you love most about yourself? And what is the best part of being you? And so, well, man, you're spending so much time on the gift of being you because the world that we're living in, when we recognize that we are gifts to each other, then we would begin to care for each other as if we are gifts. And so that is one of the areas that we want to specifically hone in on as we close out August. Now, next Tuesday, when we're back here right after Labor Day, next Tuesday, we're going to post this content, and we'd like you to come back with your journal prepared, ready to share, ready to engage in another exercise about these renewal questions. I think questions are critical and creative. They help us look at analysis, but they also bring synthesis, how we connect with each other, whether it's abstract, whether it's concrete, just like jazz, just like something that's scored out. We're able to express in a way that goes off the page and goes into creating new ones. And so that's what these questions are going to help us do. So take time each and every day to journal. All right. I want to thank everyone for being on. Now, a couple of things I want to close out with. As we're focused on our development, our staff, our team here at the Renewal Center, our Director of Renewal Community Programs is Carmela Head, and our Director of Digital Stewardship is Hope Melton as well. And so these are our team members here that also have their businesses, and they're providing some incredible seminars for September you don't want to miss. Now I want to start out with Carmela's seminar that's coming up here called It's High Time to Maximize Your Time. This is about getting your time right. Now, ladies, if you're out there and you're one that has a schedule that's overwhelming, you're juggling a lot of roles, a lot of responsibilities, you want to really take some time to focus on how you maximize your time. She has an engaging Zoom class Saturday, September 11th, 2021. 12:30 to 3:30. It's $60 for this session. Please make sure you register by going to her website at transformational-moment.com. You click on classes and you can register. Now, she's had this on her page, but we wanted to present this because it's part of the Renewal Center. We engage in information that'll help renew minds and restore lives. And part of our time is how we use our life. You know, I heard Dr. Miles Monroe say many years ago that life is not measured by duration, but by donation. So how do we donate? How are we using our times? And so I want to make sure that you have that opportunity to engage in Carmela's course. Also, Hope Melton has Hope Diamonds Ministries. She has a diamond development seminar. For those of you that may not know, she has a book called The Making of a Diamond that she released earlier this year. And as a result of that, she's grown and expanded her diamond development seminar, digging deep to uncover your authentic shine. Authentic shine? Yes, absolutely. The originality of who you are. Many times there are layers of things, whatever those things are, right? That are on top of us, our lives, could be suppressing us, something from the past, something that really overwhelmed us. Maybe perhaps we're struggling with some areas that we have not yet to dig deep into. Where her course is September 18th, the week after that. And that particular course is about developing your inward and outward development of your authentic purpose. And so you definitely want to be a part of that. So if you're in a stage in your life where there are some developmental goals, there's a developmental mindset that you want to grow in, you want to definitely be a part of this particular webinar, Diamond Development Webinar, September 18th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And you can go to hopediamondsministries.org to participate in that particular webinar. So we've got 2 webinars from our team members here at the Renewal Center. And I'm so excited that we have such professional, developmental, forward-moving thinkers that want to see others expand who they are. And so I want to encourage you to be a part of those 2 webinars. And then lastly, I want to share with you, Carmela Head also is the owner of First Glance LLC. She is presenting the Thrive series. It's a monthly masterclass. You'll have one-on-one time with Carmela Head. Now, if any of you've ever been in her seminars, you're going to get inspiration, you're going to get motivation, you're going to get accountability as well. And so every second Thursday, September 9th, October 14th, November 11th, and December 9th, you'll be able to participate in her First Glance Thrive series. It's a monthly masterclass every second Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m. Now, how many of you want to thrive and continue to thrive or enhance your thriving? Well, you can have 1 hour with her. And if you have one class, it's $40. For all 4 sessions, $120. You can register again at her website, transformational-moment.com/thrive. And there's the masterclass link. Some of you may not know that Carmela has a master's degree in human relations. She's a certified life coach. She's been a DISC consultant for many years. She has an incredible understanding of how to help you navigate to expand who you are. Every coach needs a coach. This is the type of course. It's a master class. You have 1 hour of empowerment content that you can apply to your life. And so I want to encourage you to be a part of that as well. So I just wanted to share with you what Hope is doing and what Carmela's doing here through the Renewal Center, through their businesses, through their ministries. They're activating their callings, they're functioning in their assignments to add that value, hopefully, to you. So I want to encourage you that if you're out there, definitely connect with them, inbox them, go to their websites, enroll in those courses. We got a lot of content here going on with the Renewal Center and the leadership here at the Renewal Center, with Carmela on September 11th, with Hope on September 18th, and then, of course, with Carmela's Thrive series, her monthly master class. So I want to welcome you to that. We're going to be here at tea time. So remember, lock us in during your tea time at 12 o'clock. We're building a community. I know we're a little longer than we normally go today, but wanted to make sure that we spent time reflecting. Most likely we will build in at least once per month on tea time, a journaling time. We need to really rethink all that we've experienced during the month so that we can collectively engage in multidimensional, multifaceted journaling. Isn't that wonderful? All different aspects of who we are. So I want to encourage you about that. Now, for those of you that have never been to the Renewal Center, this is your time to come. If you've still got some time, make it a day trip. Come here to the Concord area. Be a part of what we're doing. We're still developing content. We're still developing the actual physical location here in Concord, North Carolina. I'd like you to consider to being a partner with us here at the Renewal Center. You can download our mobile app by going to your app page, your app store, and you can type in the Renewal Center. You can have access to our mobile app. Starting next week, we'll be having weekly renewal motivational words on every Monday. And so you'll be ready for your renewal word each and every Monday. Tuesdays, we'll have our Tea Time Tuesdays. On Wednesday, we have our Reforming Culture series. This week, starting tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a class on the prophetic leadership principles of Nehemiah starting. That's every first, second, and third Wednesdays. You'll see those announcements on our pages, but definitely you'll get all this content in the mobile app. All right. Also, for those of you who like to partner with us with a donation, please feel free to donate to the Renewal Center. You can go through our website at www.therenewalcenters.com/give, or you can always text to donate us at Renewal Center at 888-364-4483. So just wanted to take a few moments so you can know how to get in contact with us, how to partner with us, be a part of who we are and where we're going. And number one, we'd appreciate your prayers more than anything else, your prayers and your partnership with where we're going. So again, I want to thank everyone for being a part of Tea Time Tuesday. This is our last Tea Time for August. We'll be shifting some of our scheduling for September to December. So we'll let you know. Please look out for all of our announcements, all of our notifications. Our digital team is doing an incredible job keeping everyone updated. Thank you for being part of our time today. Make sure that you check in with Hope Melton and with Carmela Head on their various pages, also in the different announcements that are being done concerning their webinars, as well as the Thrive Series monthly masterclass. Okay. Thank you so much. And remember, I'm Renewal. I want to thank everyone for being a part of Tea Time Tuesday today. Have a very good rest of your day. Enjoy.